Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the REC podcast brought to you by REC Comics and Collectibles. I'm your host, Roman Chavez, and with me, as always,
Eric Icarus.
Woo!
What a weekend.
Good weekend.
Yeah.
Good weekend. If you liked last week's show, thank you.
Yeah.
We got a lot of positive feedback on it.
Yeah, we did.
You guys seem to really enjoy that the comic book talk, so we'll try to take that ball and run
more.
Yeah,
you know?
we'll try to run with that a little bit more in the future. We've got some good show ideas coming up.
Yeah, we do.
But we must talk about...
well, we always talk about.
It's becoming quite the chore, and only because Look, guys, we've been talking about Game of Thrones a lot. I get it. But I'm not as pleased with this season as I've been in seasons past. And episode 4 debuted, and I actually enjoyed it. So, I just wanted to talk. Oh, we're only a couple minutes about it.
Yeah.
Eric, you hated episode 3. What did you think of 4?
I liked it better than the last episode.
Fair enough.
But I also didn't like it.
Okay. Yeah.
I just don't even know where to jump in on this. It gave me a little of the planning episode I kind of thought it was going to give me, but not that much.
Not too much.
It was basically a lot of hit it and quit it moments with guys hooking up with other girl characters and then them just bouncing, you know?
Oh my gosh. Tormund, again, stealing the show for me, making me laugh.
Oh yeah, he was a highlight of that show, man.
Yeah, he is.
He's killing it, man.
Oh, but it's cool. Spoilers. He's going to the north, so I guess we're probably done.
I think we're
probably done.
He's gone. Took Ghost with him.
I know,
We didn't even get a goodbye, a nice goodbye with him and John. It was just like he's like, later, bro.
Yeah. Apparently, they didn't have the money to CG him and John together, so that's why I was like, they had to bring in the real wolf, and they didn't want to
put him next to him. Yeah.
So I liked the episode.
Did you?
I did because it felt more like what I was used to. You had people getting out of Winterfell. I think the problem with the season has been everything's been going on in Winterfell.
Yeah.
And I don't think they know how to write all of these characters in the same room, or we don't know how to accept them all in the same room. It's probably a little bit of both.
Yeah,
it's a bit of both. I didn't like the Bronn scene. So he goes all the way down there, makes a deal with the Lannisters, and then is like, all right, I'm going to be back at the end. And it's like, what was the point of all of this?
His character to me is... I don't like him as much anymore.
Well, it's just he comes
in with his crossbow.
Yeah.
And basically kind of threatens them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, okay, I want a better deal. They're going to let him live after this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sorry, bro. I really thought his character arc kind of, came full circle as far as him becoming a good person. These are my friends. I'm not going to betray my friends. And him taking their side.
Yeah.
Not with money, but with hey, man, you're my bros. But, no, didn't get that. Just got greedy Braun.
Yeah.
And, I don't like that character anymore. Kind of sad about that.
Yeah, they just don't know what to do, so they're getting rid of people in weird ways. But Brienne and Jamie hooking up?
Yeah.
I mean, with a show that was so, kind of built on these, sex scenes, which, again, I'm not a huge fan of, I feel like they've been very prude versions of themselves this season.
Well, the way I contrast it is that in the earlier season, a lot of these sex was supposed to be visceral, against someone's will most of the time. So that's why they shot it full frontal, and just to make it more comfortable. Mm-hmm. Now it's like these people actually want
to sleep
to
with each
be
other.
with each other. So it's being shot more tasteful. That's how I'm taking it.
I like that. That makes me enjoy them better.
It just, I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of another negative moment. There's just so many I'm trying to cherry pick.
Sansa?
Yeah, she's kind of making me angry.
Yeah.
Daenerys is... I don't know what they're trying to do with her character. I think they're alluding to her, making her be like the Mad King.
Yeah.
She's the new Mad King.
Yeah, the Mad Queen.
Yeah. And I really loved Daenerys in these last few seasons.
Yeah.
And now it's like you're just making her a paranoid bad guy, basically. A low-key bad guy. And I don't know what they're doing with my characters, man.
Yeah.
They're making... Tyrion's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Daenerys is a conniving jerk now, Let's not even get into who's the bald eunuch.
Varys.
Varys, he's a backstabber apparently.
Well, I think that's very in character for Varys. Like, you know, he has.
But no, wait, that to me that means no one's grown on this show.
Yeah,
they're all the same awful people they were in the first season apparently.
Yeah.
Except for Jon.
Well, yeah, because you know, Jaime's like, oh, I'm gonna go back to Cersei now. Although I think he's gonna go kill her, but
for sure.
I wasn't a big fan of the Sansa storyline at all, ever really. And I thought it was awesome how Missandei got her head lobbed off. How she was like Dracarys, and I was like, oh man. I don't know. I enjoyed the episode more than the previous ones.
I mean, we had a few deaths in this.
It's true.
Okay, let's count.
Oh, yeah, the dragon?
The dragon?
Dying for no reason?
Yeah,
Not the Battle of Winterfell, but it's like, oh, we'll just show you guys we have
these
bolts.
crossbows. Yeah. So the dragon died. You just said her name.
Missandei.
Missandei died. Brienne's virginity died.
Yeah. Yeah, which is so weird. I like that line. He's like, I never slept with a knight before. Yeah, that was
good.
Funny.
I feel like they're missing a lot of emotional pay dirt as far as like this could have been a cool moment with Tormund and Brienne, her choosing Jaime over Tormund, even though she had no real interest in him in any way.
No.
They could have had a good talk,
like you're warrior to warrior.
Yeah,
that would have been cool.
Yeah,
you fight well.
Yeah,
very Mulan.
Yeah. Now we're getting the Hound Arya road trip part 2.
Yeah.
Which that's fine. I'm cool with that, but they got to make it real quick now because they got to get to King's Landing.
I think just to get it out there, I think Arya's gonna get to the point to get the kill shot on Cersei, and then she's gonna leap for her. Mountain's gonna catch her. She's gonna go stab the Mountain like she did the Night King, and it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna kill Arya, and then that's when the Hound is gonna lose his mind.
Okay, so you think Arya is not making it out?
I don't think Arya makes it out.
I don't think Arya makes it, and I don't think Jon makes it. Here's my theory, and it's kind of stupid.
Go for it.
And I think it's funny stupid. I think that the reason why he let Ghost go is I think Jon's going to die, and then he's going to somehow warg. Am I saying that right?
Warg, yeah.
Into Ghost, and then Arya's going to warg into her dire wolf.
Yeah, what is her name? I can't remember.
It's
Andy's screaming at the, podcast right now.
So I think
Nymeria or
it's something like that.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, so I think we're gonna get them as the wolves, and then Daenerys is gonna warg into the dragon. Then we're gonna get Game of Thrones Beast Wars.
Oh yes!
See what I'm saying?
Yes. I think that if they had done much with the warging outside of Bran, that I could see something like that happening. I think Jon might it might seem like Jon dies because I think Daenerys is going to die, and so Jon instead of playing his part just goes north.
Oh,
I think that he removes himself. They think he's dead.
He doesn't want to do it.
He doesn't want to do it.
Nope.
Neither did Ned. And
nope.
Both of those guys would have been better for the people.
For sure.
But yeah, I think that there's a version of which Jon just goes north.
Yep.
With the free folk.
I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a couple cool moments where I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. Sam saying, "Man, you're my bestie." And they had that cool little moment with each other. Then Sam runs off with Gilly.
I was just like, why Sam? Why was Sam here at all? Just to get Ed killed? I was so pissed. You were just gonna have him leave, peace out the next episode?
I know. What was the point of this?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's just for me. It's just been a big letdown.
Yeah.
Not to say that these actors aren't playing. They're giving their all.
Oh yeah.
It's just that the stuff they're getting to work with, it's just not working, man.
Andy had a good point that so in the books, people are only at the point where Jon dies.
Sure.
Gets killed by the Night's Watch.
This is all original material. Not this.
So a couple people and online, the internet, and Andy, they were saying that they think that they don't have as much source material that they're pulling for.
Yeah.
So I knew they were writing new stuff, but I always felt like Martin was more involved in it or what. So,
you could tell they were again coming from someone who's never read the books.
Yeah.
But you could tell that they were pulling a lot from the books. and then the stuff that they weren't pulling were the weaker points in the show.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Again, it's just not doing it for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna finish it out.
Oh, of course. We're almost done.
We're almost done.
2 eps left.
You know,
We'll try to do a roundtable for that one as well.
Yeah. And are we the minority still? Are people still
the minority? Yep.
How are people not trashing this? There's no payoff. The characters are completely different.
Oh.
Like no one is growing as characters. They're regressing, honestly, as characters. And this is the final season.
Yeah. Turns out they're all drinking out of lead cups and it's making them a little
it's a
crazy.
dream. I love it.
But in brighter, more exciting news, a new trailer for Spider-Man: Far From Home came out. Dropped. If you don't want to watch it, we're gonna be talking about it. I thought it was so sweet. I thought it was a very sweet and funny trailer.
This trailer does. This for me has been the best Marvel trailer so far because it's giving me everything a Marvel movie gives me. It gives me the laughs, gives me the sads, and then it gives me the action.
Yeah.
It did everything in 2.5 minutes. And I'm like, I'm on board. I think they're bringing in some multiverse theory, which I think it's Mysterio.
I still think it's Mysterio.
It's not. There's no multiverse because if you don't know who Mysterio is, he's an illusionist.
Yeah.
So don't think we're going to be getting Miles Morales.
Yeah. Although
that's a cool way to bring it in.
Just you think Mysterio can get the drop on Nick Fury?
Oh yeah, that's Mysterio. That's his power is perception.
Yeah.
And he's going to be throwing up all that smoke and mirrors and yeah, man. Oh yeah. And we get the return of Miss Colby Smulders too. I'm excited about that.
She was in Endgame. She was
at
at Funeral.
seconds,
Yeah. What's really going to bake your noodle is
What's that?
When that's not Nick Fury and it's the Chameleon.
Hey, there we go. Hey,
I'd be really into
that. I love it.
I'd be really like if they didn't also have Colby Smulders, I would.
Yeah, that would be a theory.
Yeah, just to do a
sure.
a Mysterio Chameleon thing.
Totally.
But dude, I love that idea of the multiverse. It wasn't even something I was entertaining.
Sure. Oh, me either.
If it's going to be the multiverse,
for sure.
I feel like it's going to be. I feel like
really.
I don't know.
I just think it's.
I still think there's a bait and switch type thing going on,
for sure.
But I hope that the multiverse is not part of that.
Me either. I feel like this needs to be just. I think they need to cool it on the extra dimensional beings for the moment. Bring it back down to a small scale, Marvel, and then build us back up.
I love that Happy is still in it.
Yeah.
And I hope that we get that. I hope that Favs sticks around. I
For
mean,
sure.
Disney's just signing all of his checks. He's got Lion King out this year. He's got The Mandalorian out this year. Like,
I mean, he still gets an EP credit on most of the stuff, right? So I mean, he ain't going anywhere, dude.
No, and I mean, this all starts with him and RDJ.
That's right.
Him, RDJ, DJ, and Kevin Feige.
You can't forget Ari Avarad.
Avi Arad.
Yeah, I mean, he was not even really instrumental. He did produce the first Iron Man movie.
Yeah, but it's.
Is it behind? Well, you know more about behind the scenes stuff. I think you did allude that he maybe didn't have a lot to do with it.
Not with Iron Man. Like it was his last. Like, I'm gonna get this out. But this is like where Feige was given the wheel. And so
did they boot him out, or was he asked to leave, or did he leave on his own volition?
He wasn't asked. He might have been asked to leave because he still produces other films.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, so he might have been asked to leave. Or just that it was obvious that Kevin had a better vision of what was going to happen.
Right. Okay.
Because that's Kevin's first co-producer cred, and then he's just the head of Marvel Studios now. Yep. So, I like the premise. I liked seeing Pete just having to deal with the loss of Tony Stark.
Right.
And
it gives you that in those first 30 seconds, and you're like, man, people don't give a lot of credit to Tom Holland. He's a great actor.
Yeah.
And again, harkening back to what you love about actors and actresses is emoting with their face.
Yes.
And him looking at that mural, it's heartbreaking.
Oh yeah.
That got me oh man. Yeah. Now I miss Iron Man too.
I know. Yeah, I think we're gonna mourn with Pete.
Yeah.
And get stronger with Pete in this movie. I think that's going to be the big payoff.
For sure.
Emotionally speaking.
There you go.
I like the idea of Nick Fury. I like the idea of Nick Fury and Happy being involved in Spider-Man's life.
Oh, for sure.
You know, it's just like it's so cool. Funny, and maybe they just feel an obligation to Tony,
right,
to make sure that Peter's
okay.
You know,
he's going to be all
right.
Right.
Yeah.
You brought up an interesting question before we got on air. A friend of ours was saying that where do we go from here, basically?
Friend of the show, David was.
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted me to say his name, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, he's been on the show.
That's true. That's true.
He was saying after watching Endgame, he was like, where do we go? He's like, do I care about a Marvel universe that doesn't have Tony Stark or Captain America? And I feel like I've made connections with other characters. I have Fat Thor. That's all I need anymore. I just need Fat Thor. He's gonna be my emotional blanket. Like maybe
that's your spirit animal.
Yeah, man. In Guardians 3, like when he starts working out, like I'll start working out again. Okay,
fair enough.
We'll get jacked together.
Sweet.
So yeah, our buddy was just kind of talking about that. He feels his emotional connection to the universe is gone.
Sure, and that does bring up a very good point. But at the same time, they've given you like 20 other characters to identify with.
Yeah.
And if you were just looking at Tony and Steve and ignoring this plethora of amazing characters, it's like, I mean, there's so much more there than just Tony and Steve.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I connected with Black Panther, that first movie.
Yeah.
Boom, that's my new guy, T'Challa. Scarlet Witch, one of my favorite characters there, I think Marvel's going to be all right.
Yeah, oh yeah. I think they are too.
But that is a very awesome question to pose. It's like you lost your two biggest anchors to this universe, and I get they're trying to pass the Iron Man baton to Peter.
Yeah.
But there might be a world where we don't get to keep Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's very possible. Yeah, it's very possible. After Far From Home, it's my understanding that this is the last contractual obligation between Sony and the MCU. So, oof.
And seeing as, like you said, Venom made more money than Homecoming, and then their Spider-Verse movie just
killed it, won an Oscar.
I mean, Sony might be like, hey, listen, we can do our own thing.
Yeah.
But that's scary.
It's
very scary.
It is, because I've said this before, but I think Spider-Man is the greatest superhero on the planet. I think he embodies what everybody should aspire to be. Whereas Superman comes off perfect all the time, Pete never comes off perfect. No. He comes off with his flaws, with his we rise and fall with Peter Parker as Spider-Man. So
well, that's where Marvel has always been.
Yeah.
They wrote the person as the superhero, not vice versa.
Yeah.
Or Stan Lee did that.
Yeah.
We should give him a lot of the credit for that. But,
well,
and then who else did that? Ditko?
Ditko, Larry Lieber.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Yeah, sorry.
That whole
this might warrant its own podcast.
There's
a dark side to Stan Lee.
Such a dark side. And nobody even talks about Larry Lieber anymore.
No.
It upsets me. The dude's 86 maybe.
Right.
He's still alive.
Yep.
And I don't know what's up with him. It warrants some research. Anyway, I'll rant about that some other time.
Yeah, no, that's definitely an idea.
But I love Stan though. Stan is the man.
Stan is the man, dude. But everyone's got.
He was the Steve Jobs. He was the Steve Jobs of Marvel. Okay. Make this, do this.
I'm gonna assemble it.
I'll go and tell people about it and put it on their level.
Man, you need a good front man.
You do.
And DC did not have a front man.
I know Jim Lee and Dan DiDio, but I don't know Jim Shooter.
There you go. Bob Kane.
Oh yeah, Bob Kane. But I mean, Bob. Yeah, there's not.
That's what I mean. There's not
a Stan Jack Ditko for DC like there is for Marvel. I see what you're saying.
But yeah, we're gonna. I mean, what is your excitement level for Spider-Man?
Oh, this trailer put me in like it took away some of the pain the loss that I had from Endgame.
Sure,
like this was a good salve.
It was a good move for them to give us this kind of. Us experiencing loss, like you said, through Peter, because he's feeling the same we are.
Yeah,
and we're gonna actually heal with him. Because I think you had told me that some woman actually passed out from Tony Stark dying.
Yeah, like she had been crying in like North Carolina, and she had been crying like the whole thing, and they had to like take her to the hospital.
She was just in hysterics.
Yeah. She's just like, she couldn't catch her breath. She had like a mild, she had a panic attack, basically.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
jeez.
yeah, it was pretty crazy. But yeah, I think that my excitement level is probably, I'm more excited for this than I was for Captain Marvel. I'm more excited for this than I was for Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, me too. Oh, for sure. Me too.
But yeah, they left us in good hands. We do have people that we can identify.
Yeah,
with,
absolutely.
So I'm fine with that.
Oh yeah. But this is the last movie in Phase 3.
Yes.
Right. So we don't know where we're going. Uncharted territory at this point. After Homecoming. So.
Dave asked me what Batman would have done if he would have got the Infinity Stones to fight Thanos.
Right.
And I was like, he just went and grabbed other Batman from the multiverse,
Yeah,
from different timelines, and then just an army of bats.
That'd be awesome, dude.
Oh man!
And why didn't Tony think of that? Jeez.
Yeah, God, go get all those other guys. Let those guys who don't have Morgan. Jeez. Oh man, what do you think about it making $2 billion in a record time?
Oh man, I am so excited for Marvel at this point. About to take over the James Cameron front on the top billing. I am so happy because I am sorry, Avatar is a garbage movie.
Garbage movie.
Titanic, whatever. It's a good. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But Avatar, I get why it made money because of the effects, but it's garbage, and it's finally great to see a movie that has been built on 22 other movies, and it's just an awesome payoff.
Yeah.
This was hard work, blood, sweat, and tears put into this whole franchise, and it actually paying off.
Yeah.
It's paying off for the company.
We had casualties along the way. We had Terrence Howard, which who cares about him anymore? We lost Terrence Howard. We lost
Edward Norton.
Edgar Wright.
Yeah.
Joss Whedon. We lost people, from the franchise that we liked.
You did, but it would be a very different franchise if those three had made.
Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner is so.
He's the Hulk.
He's so good.
He's Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
I mean, that was perfect casting. Even when they casted Norton initially, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
But Ruffalo, I'm like, oh yeah, I can buy him being a nerdy scientist.
Yeah.
But
I did like Incredible Hulk a lot, though, with the exception of the fight in Brooklyn or wherever.
It was Harlem.
Harlem, yeah, with the exception of the fight in Harlem.
Yeah. That movie gets a lot of hate, and it's actually not bad. It's not a bad movie.
Character-wise, great. We get General Ross out of
it.
So. That's your boy William Hurt.
Yeah, that's my man there. We lost Liv Tyler.
Yeah.
No
Betty Ross.
No
no talk of Betty Ross. Who cares?
No.
Who cares about Betty Ross? Yeah.
Don't need her. Maybe she'll come back again. I don't know. So whatever.
I know, man, and I always wanted the payoff for that Black Widow.
Right.
Bruce.
You can tell a cool that was definitely a Joss thing.
Yes.
That was Joss for sure, and. Maybe he had an idea for it, but it just wasn't going to fit with what the Russos were going to do with the character. So, it'd be a different world if Joss had maybe did this, the Avengers.
Yeah, how could it have been as good? I don't know.
Right?
I have no idea. How do you give me a movie as good or even laterally or better? Like, I don't get it.
I mean, I love Joss, and I think it could have been done because, arguably... Avengers and then also Age of Ultron, just great movies, because those two had the wow factor. Mm-hmm. Granted, I mean, Endgame brought it back for me.
Yeah.
But man, watching Avengers for the first time.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, there's no. I have yet to experience that feeling again.
Me either, man.
So, it was better than. I thought I had experienced it with the X-Men, and that was not the case.
For sure.
Yeah, I didn't know what that feeling was until the Avengers. Come together in New York
for sure
to fight the Chitauri. You're just like, what?
Oh yeah. But it's we're closing a chapter, and I all I see are great things coming. I mean, Marvel's got pretty much their whole roster back.
Yeah.
We're going to be getting some next easily 10 years of great film.
Oh yeah.
From Marvel. I don't know if they're going to be hitting these highs. But then again, Marvel always surprises me.
They always surprise me.
So I can't even say that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm excited to see what they're going to do with X-Men.
Yes.
Especially Fantastic Four, because they have not gotten a fair shake.
Not even
And I'm so excited for it, man.
Yeah.
You know, and from what I understand, we're getting the Eternals.
That's part of the next phase. Yeah.
Which this is going to be a podcast unto itself because I don't know anything about them.
And I don't know enough about them.
So we're going to be doing a little research.
Yeah. You guys are gonna
if my man's over here don't know anything about him, then nobody does.
Yeah, the only thing I'm familiar with, really familiar with, is Neil Gaiman's Eternals miniseries from about 8-9 years ago, and it's a little thick, a little dense. So like most of his work, but
right.
But yeah, we will definitely come back to that at a later date
For sure.
Well, Eric, that's been our show, man.
It is.
I think we got it.
Yeah.
What did you learn today?
I'm hating Game of Thrones more and more.
Oh, man.
Come at me.
I feel so bad for you, man, because I'm still enjoying it. It's
it's
just my bar, where the sea rose. I need it to rise there again.
And I think they didn't really need a coffee endorsement that bad where they had to leave that cup.
I saw that too. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
How about you, man?
I learned that there will be life after Endgame.
Yes.
That my heart will go on, and we may be able to bury Avatar and Titanic, and I would love it.
Oh, it already buried Titanic.
That's true. Yeah, it's already, which is great.
One down.
Which, good for James Cameron, right? Good for James Cameron.
Man, love most of his movies, but the two I like the least are at the top.
All right, guys. Well, again, if you like what we're doing, please subscribe, please. And if when you can, hit that like button and leave us a review. Help us try to get up those charts. Help us make the show better. We want to, make the best product that we can for you.
Check out the Instagram. Buy some stuff.
Yep, we have some stuff at REC Comics. Got some comics up right now. Sold some comics the other day. So life is good. Life is good. Thank you for joining us. I have been Roman Chavez.
Still Eric Icarus.
And we'll see you next time.